How does the stream look? Does it look better? I don't know. Can't tell. Anyone drop $10 in the chat? I'll leak the code for the server. I'll leak the code for the server. Give me $10. I think we're waiting on Philip. So I guess NTS will do the interview. Oh well, if it is NTS, welcome. I wonder if I think your stream can hear you. Let me turn up your volume.
I don't even know if this is gonna start. They're having issues with their players.
Oh my. Well,
Norvy's playing Fortnite, so this is gonna be NX Peak the second.
this is not looking good. But I do have a few questions. Number one, were you able to watch the München Berlin game?
Yes, I was.
Watching that game, how does that make you and your team feel coming into this one? Seeing that München kind of got, I'd say they got worked a bit in that match. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts is we're a different team than Berlin. They're likely going to play differently against us, so of course we're going to take some stuff from that game, but we can't, get too excited because I'm sure they're going to motivate themselves after this. So if anything, they're going to give us a much tougher match than they gave to Berlin. Berlin played really well. They outclassed them, definitely.
Yes, for sure. If you weren't able to watch that game, I'd recommend you go back and watch it. It was really good showing from Artistry. I'm pretty sure he didn't play in the preseason, so that's the first time Artistry played in the played for this season. And another question: your team is filled with a lot of key players. You got people like Poke, you got people like Lux and Emmy. Big. Who do you think is going to be the rising star for this season on your team?
I mean, the rising star is definitely going to be Adidas, but if we're talking about, who's going to be the most impactful, it's Emmy. Emmy or Poke. Either one of them too. Poke is Poke, but Emmy is definitely a force to be reckoned with.
Okay. Now that you bring up Poke, it's been rumored that he might be leaving the team mid-season. What's up with that?
Just rumors.
Just rumors? Okay.
Yep.
Well, I guess that's it. I think they have their players now, so you can go back to your team, and we can get this started.
Yep, it looks like they're going to play one down, which kind of sucks. This song. Whatever. Yeah. Alright, enjoy the stream, I guess. Goodbye.
Bye. We got a game on our hands. Wow. This is looking exciting. RCM, one of the two NA teams, versus München. We just got beat by Berlin. And NA, oldest own, or will EU. Come out on top and the match starts. Let's go. We're going to take a look at the lineups. Oh, no walking. Okay. So I will do that myself. For München, we have Setin at the left mid. Akko at the right mid. Pokemon left back. Norvi and Kraut CB. And 100 PF2 noob. 100 PF2P noob on the right back. For RCM, it's bugged, but I'm pretty sure they have Big, who's going to be playing the center forward position. Lux and Emmy midfielders. Senor CB. Sanval left back. Gort right back. This is going to be a good one. This is the EU half, so München do have the advantage. RCM's main goal should just be to play possession. Try not to concede any goals. But as I say that, great cross from Sean. Lands straight on Akko's head, but sends it a bit too far left. Not able to connect the back of the net. You see RCM playing a bit aggressive, making some advancement up the field, though it's not their server. We see Lux bring it up middle. Gets past Sethen. Set it out right to Gort. Gort one-on-one with Pikachu on the right lane. Gets his way down line, but now he's kind of stuck in this corner. Juggles over. Is we're going to go for a good cross. Straight to Emmy. Emmy not able to get a touch on it. Rolls in front of Lux and lands at Akko's feet. Akko finding his way around on the right. Ball stolen by Emmy. Could be a good time for a quick 1-2 counter, but Madrid plays it slowly. Lux on Sethen. Lux is taking his time, moving it around the back line. RCM just playing very patiently, not trying to get ahead of themselves. But as I say that, Norvi finds his way through on the left in front of Senor. Can he get a shot off? Lux gets in front of Norvi. Great recover by Guerre, able to steal the ball and hit it out to the right. But great slide by Pokemon. Norvi still has possession of the ball. Is he going to go for a cross? Norvi in the box, sends it over to Pokemon. He jumps over. Sethen tries to get a shot off. Blocked by Sanval. Pokemon still has it. Wow. Madrid having only one player up, and the rest are just on defense. Sean takes it 1-on-1 with Sanval. Now doubled by Emmy. Not passing to his teammates, trying to ego a little bit. Bit of miscommunication from München here. Sethen juggles over Goret. 1-2. Takes out of bounds by Emmy. I don't know. München, they're keeping the possession, but they're not really doing much with it. They're not making the best out of the opportunities that are given to them. Cross sent in. Great catch by Poke. Well positioned by one of the higher rated players in Kickoff. Big. That's how far right to Emmy. Emmy looks like he has no stam. Tries to send it back, but kicks it out of bounds. Both teams have their chances. It's just who can make the best out of what they're given. Route. The Pokemon. Bringing it up this line. Akko takes a run over middle. Makes space for Norvi. Norvi has it. Not too sure what he's trying to do here. I don't know. I don't know. What is going on with München? Good through ball attempt by Madrid. Pokemon. Is it straight to Akko's feet? Not able to get a proper touch on that. Emmy 1-on-1 with Sean on the wing. Sean finds his way down. Is he going to go for a cross? Cross set in. Akko finding his way on that one finally. Just like in the first bit of the game when we saw him send it too far out left. Finally found this one in the back of the net. That's 1-0 for München. Madrid finding themselves down 1. Though not being, their region. The best they can do is try to just not concede as much as possible. So it's an easier job once they reach the NA half. Great one over pass to Emmy. Emmy goes for a cross. Lux 2v1 in the box, gets stopped. Pokemon bringing it up on the mid left. Has Akko hovering on that line, looking for a run. Norvi out left. Norvi taking the space with Guert. Has to play Akko feet, but a bit too far ahead. Lux is able to get out of bounds. I think that's a throw-in. Yeah, the one from München. Pokemon Pikachu Gamer. Being patient. Sent middle to 100 PF. Is he gonna go for this shot? Takes a juggle over straight into Poke's hands. Great positioning by Poke. Ball trying to get sent through by Madrid over to Big. It's intercepted. Munchen's ball. Pokemon taking his time out middle to Norvi. No one really stepping up in front of him. Seton out on the right. Is he gonna go for the shot? Good shot attempt by Seton, but he's gonna have to come better than that. Shooting against one of the better GKs in the league of Poke. Madrid just not allowing too much space. Trying to give Poke an easier job. Big. Far open on the left. 2v1 on defense. Gives it over to Lux, but Lux has no stamina. Wow. Wow. That is so unlucky. Big. So far open on the left. Can't connect it to Big's feet. To Lux's feet. Gives away a very, very crucial opportunity to score. Emmy over on the right. 1-on-1 with Pokemon. Pikachu Gamer. Goes down line. Cross and in. 1-on-1 with Kraut. Big not able to find himself on that one. PF2 noob. One over, down line to Norvi. The 2v1 in the box. Seton, Guerit. Norvi tries to take a dribble, misses his touch. Still has possession of the ball. Goes for a long shot. Great dive by Poke. Bounces over Pokemon's head. Pokemon taking his space in the middle. Ball sent in. No one was really expecting that one. Kind of landed and rolled through the crowd. No one able to get a touch on that. Non-ball, not running for the ball. Not too sure if he had stam or not. One-on-one, Gorit Pokemon. Gorit shuts him down. Nobody's able to recover the ball. Nobody's finding himself in the mid. Taking up as much space as possible. Juggles it straight onto Senor's head. Still has possession. He's not passing the ball. I'm not too sure what they're doing. They're not really trying. 100 PS2 noob. Tries to find his way through 3. Norvi steals it off of... What? Wait, my mic just got out. Steals it off of Emmy. Far post shot. Poke not be able to react to that one. München up 2-0. Though, in my opinion, they're not playing the best. They're finding their way to the goal. That's all that matters. Giving RCM a harder time once it comes to the NA half. Just creating that gap. Pokemon steals it straight from Gore. Gore tried to go for a through ball. Lands straight on Pokemon's feet. Can Pokemon take advantage of the situation? But no. It's a Really poor shot. Poke. Big. Through on the left. Can he put Madrid up one? Great save by Anel. Anel denying the closure of the gap. Great save by Anel. Ball trying to get sent through to Sesson. Sesson not able to find on one. Guerrero picks it up, sends it back to Poke. Poke sends it right to Emmy. Just moving it around on the back line. Poke has it. Sends it right to Guerrero again. Square gonna go for another through. Nope. Gives it middle to Senor, and okay, so they're just moving it back and forth. Just trying to stall out the game, not concede anymore. That would be their main goal. Lux tries to send it through to Sanval. Gets picked up by Sean. 100 PF2P noob. Races it down this line. Tries to go for a cross. Great block by Lux. We see there's 2 minutes left on the extra time. Emmy just stalling it out. Tries to give a downline through pass to Sanval. Slid by Akko. Picked up by Kraut. Just going to play it back. And now gives it to Pokemon. Pokemon tries to give a through to Akko. Emmy intercepts that one. Back to Sanval. In the mid to Lux. Downline to Emmy. This could be a good counter for Madrid. 1-on-1 on this wing. Emmy versus Kraut. Emmy finds his way into the middle. Has Lux. Tries to send a beautiful overpass to Big, but wasn't able to react on time for that one. Sean gets past 2 in the mid. Bit of a missed touch. Senor recovers. Gets it to Sanval on the left. We see Guerrero over on that super far right, but Pokemon's able to cover, but not cover well enough. Guerrero goes for a shot. Great shot by Guerrero. Curves it straight into the near post. Amazing shot by Guerrero. The GK was not expecting that. Puts RCM in reach of 1. Making their job easier once they go into NA. Pokemon, Pikachu Gamer. Crosses it. Passes everyone. 100 PF2 noob. Cross set in. Great header by Norvi. Finding his way on the end of that one. Putting München back up 2. We're going to see this one probably come to a close soon. And me stalling it out. Gives it to Guerrero. Now all he has to do is boot it. And that's half. Take a look at the stats. And someone left so fast. So pretty sure I got it. See Norby with 2 goals. Akko with 1. And Guerrero finding himself that 1 goal near the end. Good showing by München, though they did lack some cohesiveness at times. They are up 2, and that's all that matters. So now we go into the second half. We're on NA, this being Madrid's half. Let's see if they can bring it back from being down 2. I think they forgot to send me the code. These people.
Nah, that's some crazy work. ATS forgot to send this guy the code.
Just completely evil.
You fucking forgot about you. He's like, oh shit, I forgot about Malco.
Well, the game is started. Thanks. Okay. Just begin the NA side of things. 3-1 for München. Madrid down 2. All they have to do is find themselves 2 goals, not concede anymore. Conceding anymore is just you know, the one thing that they should not be letting happen. That just makes it harder for themselves to bring themselves back into the game. We see München kind of having a hard time of bringing the ball up. Sethin, though, being an NA player, finds himself through 2. Sethin, is he going to go down for this cross? Cross sent in, a bit behind everyone. 100 PF2 noob. Gets past Sanval. Bell goes over. Is he going to go for a shot? Has to go for that shot, I think. Unable to get a touch on it. Ball sent far right to Pokemon Pikachu Gamer. 1-1 with Senor on the wing. Great slide by Senor. Completely shutting him down. Big running on the far left. Emmy taking this one over space. Great slide by Emmy. Straight to Big's feet, but what happened? Was he offside? Big just not touching the ball. Not too sure what that one was about. Maybe a missed touch. Technical malfunction. Emmy taking the space in the middle. Ball gets stolen by Sethin. Madrid recover. Senor. Switch far left. Deluxe. Ball sent down line to Sanval. One over to Big. Big has the ball here on the left wing. Goes for a cross. A bit short. Senor finds himself in front of that one. Great dive by Anel. And the ball ends up in the back of the goal. Not too sure what happened. The ball just kept on fumbling and fumbling until it landed at Senor's feet, bringing RCM just down 1 now. They still have a lot of time to bring themselves back into this game. Ball sent through Adidas, missing that one. Adidas in the middle. Out left Deluxe. Trying to take some space. Tries to force his way through. Not sure what happened. Big has to reclaim that one. Ball sent out of bounds. Ball sent drop to Pokemon. Through ball attempt. Stopped by Big. Nell has possession. Right back to Sean. Switch left to Norvi. Norvi not able to get a touch on that. Emmy sends it right to Senor. Senor has a lot of space ahead of him. Goes for the cross. Big. Not touching that one again. Acko brings this one up the wing. München just passing it around on the back line. Trying to stall as much as they can. Emmy rips it from Pokemon. Kraut and Big, 1-on-1. Can Kraut reach this? Sends it back to the GK. Great positioning by Kraut. Puts himself in front of the ball. Regaining possession for his team. München is passing it around on their back line. Madrid is going to have to step up the press if they want to find themselves another goal. München just not giving any chance. John bringing it up on the right. Follow switch. Great pass to Sethin. Sethin has this one-on-one with Senor on the wing. Goes into the box. Tries to juggle over him. Not able to. Sethin makes it down the line. Still juggling. Goes for a shot. Blocked. Not too sure what his plan was there. Norby. Sent drop to Pokemon. Looks like München just tried to do a sub, but this sub, he can't sub in. The ref turned off subs. What is going on? Ball at Norby's feet. Great shot, but an even better save by Poke. Oh my. Great reaction time by Poke. Amazing save on the top left. And Nell disconnects from the game. Kraut goes to goalkeeper. They have to play down a man until he comes back. Wait, he got Roblox banned. Wow. That is unlucky. Senor on the wing. Cross sent in. Stand out of box. And he brings it up on the wing again. And he says it drops to Sandball. Someone lets it roll. Knuckles over 2. Goes for the shot. Good save by Kraut. No one in front of Senor. Senor recovers the ball. Goes down line again. Is he going to go for the cross? Senor able to find his way past. Norby goes for the cross. Top box left to Sandball. Sandball. Bit too much on the left. Not able to find the face of the goal. München just playing their game. Not allowing RCM to bring this one back. Well, that's all they can do. I don't think they're going to find a goal this half, so the best thing they can do is not concede anymore. Pokemon tries to juggle over Senor. Senor slides it, falls at Sethin's feet. Sethin, a bit of a miscommunication. I think that was supposed to go to Norby, but it was a bit too far ahead. Emmy tries to get past Sethin. Sethin wins the ball, but Senor there to help and out of bounds. This is pretty close. Ball sent drop to Pokemon. Back down line to Sethin. Is it going to stay in? And no, it's going to go out. Could have been dangerous. Akko's in the box, one-on-one with Adidas. One good cross, and that's a goal. Found ball on the left. Ball sent through left to Lux. One-on-one with Andre PF2 Noob. Straight to the GK's hands. Wow. What a waste of an opportunity. Norby sends a great ball Ball's right over Sandoval's head. Akko's open on the 1-over. This could be a good opportunity to put themselves up. 2. Great slide by Adidas. Adidas pushes the ball slightly ahead, forcing the GK to get that one. 100 PF2 noob. I think he is going in the middle. Left mid to Norby. Norby tries to get past Emmy. Misses his touch. Ball attempt sent through left to Big. Big 1-on-1 with Quick Chat. Quick Chat has a lot of reach, so he's going to have to be careful on this one. Big just stalling. Gives it back to Sandoval. Right to Emmy. Emmy with this 2v1 says it middle to Senor. Senor looking for a pass. Just taking his time. Tries to give it right to Emmy, but great defense by Sethin. Norby 1-on-1 with Adidas. Can Adidas prove his worth as the CB of Madrid? Adidas covers well. Juggle over by Norby. Great slide by Adidas, stopping the play. Norby still has possession. Ball set into Sean. Madrid defense able to hold on for long enough for the defenders to reach back and help defend. Great defense by Adidas in that 1-on-1. Composure. Ready, waiting for the slide. Ball sent top box left to Sandoval. Sandoval gives it middle to Emmy. Emmy goes for the shot. Great block by Quick Chat. Norby pressing for the ball. Emmy misses the slide. Ball sent middle to 100 PF2 noob. Can he reach this one? No, Senor. Amazing slide by Senor. Pushes it out of 100 PF2P noob's reach. Ball sent left. Sethin finds himself in front of that one again. München. These great opportunities. Can they find themselves a goal? Adidas blocks Sethin. Sethin still has the ball. Oh my god. 2 minutes remaining of extra time. Can voice crack. Oh my god. This game is just so intense. Can München hold out? Or is Madrid going to find themselves a goal? Ball sent left mid to Lux. Lux has Emmy on that far right through, but it's a bit too far now. I think they're going to switch it over right through. Just about now. Right through to Emmy. Is that going to stay in? The ball is in. Emmy, 1-on-1 on the right wing with Sethin. Is he going to go for the cross? He brings it in middle. Goes for the cross. Great clear by, I think that was Pokemon Pikachu Gamer. Out of bounds. München. Scrambling. Madrid. Fighting. Ball sent down onto Lux. Is this another cross? Another cross sent in. Is it going to be a goal? Goal! Big. Finally finding himself a goal after all the crosses that have been sent in. Finally, Big puts himself in the position and gives his team the opportunity to not take a loss today. München still has time though, if they want to secure this win for themselves. Pokemon goes for a long shot on Poke. That's not what you would want to do. Middle to Norby. Norby tries to give it left. Norby still has the ball. Can Norby reach this one? Or Big? Will Big fight? Ball 50'd. Lands at Sethin's feet. Through ball to Sean. Just too far ahead. Sandoval picks up that one. Gives it over to Poke. Poke tries to give it, but what is happening? It's a scramble. Poke just needs to wait out the time and play for the draw. Ball sent right to Senor. Senor tries to give it down line to Emmy. Is this it? Did Madrid just find themselves the win? Emmy 1-on-1 with the GK. In the box, the Big. Great save! What a save by Kraut! The sub GK with the amazing save ties the game. Oh my god! Kraut 1-on-1 with Big in front of the box. Great read by the man who had his sub in when his GK got banned. got in GK in the middle of the game and saves his team from the loss. Oh my god, I wasn't able to get the stats from that one. I'm too excited. Oh my god, what a finish. Came down to the wire. Wow. Great save by Kraut. Emmy, wide open on the right, trusts his forward to seal the game. They had the chance. They were down basically all game. And big loses that opportunity right in front of the goal. Wow. What a match. What a match. That was beautiful. Let me see if I could get an interview. I need an interview. Someone interview me. Wait, no, I don't even. I'm just a little lost for words. Someone interview. Anyone from any team. Wow. That was amazing. That was a great game. I don't think we can get an interview. I would the only person on. I would want to interview a Madrid player, seeing that I did NTS already. I want to do a München player. Okay, I guess no interview because they're gonna play Fortnite. Wow, that's gonna be the end of the